Okay, so the last video that I made had the engine out. I went ahead and replaced the head gasket. Pretty sure the head gasket was not bad. I think it was the transmission cooler that's part of the radiator. Must have just been leaking up into the antifreeze, because I didn't see anything bad with the head gasket. There was no antifreeze in the oil either, which leads me to believe that maybe the radiator was bad. In fact, so I went ahead and replaced the radiator. I got a new one. It's an aluminum one down here. It's got a few things swapped over on it. I decided not to swap the engine over to the VTEC engine. I think I'm gonna keep this engine in there. Pretty sure I'm just gonna put a turbo on it eventually. I don't think I'm gonna do that right now, but I probably will leave the air condition compressor out just for when that happens. I'll have the room. I won't have to mess with it later. Won't have to worry about charging it or vacuuming it and all that stuff. So like I said, I've got the engine back in, got the axles. Just went ahead and ordered new axles rather than replace the boots on the old one. It was only a few dollars more just to replace them and not have to deal with replacing the boots. If you've ever done that yourself, you know that it's not a fun job. It's not an easy job. You have to beat the old axles, the ends off, the CV joints, to get them off to replace the boots. Not fun. I did it for a couple of years when I worked at Honda. It's just easier to just replace the whole axle. So anyway, that's where we're at here. You see I've got the engine back in. I cleaned it up a little bit, not much. I went ahead and just hit the engine bay with a coat of black paint, just for eventually when I decide to paint it. I think I'll probably go black with the car. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'm just going to go ahead and put the exhaust manifold and catalytic converter, put the axles in. I've got the two lower engine mounts over here. Went ahead and rather than the factory motor mounts, I bought these torque mounts. They're pretty solid, mainly aimed at, sorry about that, that's my compressor kicking on. I think they're mainly beneficial for 5-speed manual cars. Mine's an automatic now. Eventually I'll probably swap it. I'd like to swap it. Supposedly they're supposed to tighten up the shifts so the engine doesn't move and you get a better, more precise shift. I don't know. My torque mounts or my engine mounts that were there were totally blown out. Actually, here's one here. This one's actually not so bad. This is the transmission side. Not so bad. But the one on the other side, where all the belts and everything were at, was totally gone. It wasn't even connected. The rubber was gone. It was just a little bit of rubber around the post that it all attaches to. So it had totally come undone. This one, it'll be much stiffer. I know it's going to be stiffer, and you'll feel every single vibration of the engine in the car. I don't care. This is not a daily, driver where it's not a luxury vehicle. I don't expect it to be ride like it's on a feather. So I mean, I'm talking about turboing it. It'll just be, back and forth to work around town, and just maybe take it to car shows eventually if I get enough stuff done to it. I don't think it's at that point yet, but something to be fun, drive around in is what I'm shooting for. So that's where we're at right now. So I'll get all the stuff I just mentioned installed and get back with you. Thanks.